The GP can actually give a free prescription for a lady or a gentleman to attend swimming classes, whatever physical activity might be deemed to be appropriate. We now have the NHS, these are free weight loss camps, and the ones we've got for children, colloquially in the press, have been called fat camps. And these are often during school holidays. They're residential camps, they're voluntary, and the children can go along for a 6 or 8 week programme on weight loss reduction. We've got some fairly impressive data now on these. A guy called Paul Gately, and Professor Gately is one of the gurus in this area, and if any of you are interested in the evidence base on that, I can give you that later. This is another one, 10,000 steps a day, keep the doctors away. So pedometers, I'm sure you're very familiar with that. I have a grandchild who is 5 years of age, and I was interested in putting a pedometer on him. He did 5,000 steps in 1 hour. And I said, at what stage do kids become inactive? He was all around the house and the garden. In fact, my daughter was trying to keep up with him and was totally exhausted after 1 hour of trying to follow him around. This is rather a novel, off-the-wall scheme. Our GPs are now, in certain areas, prescribing pups, which are small dogs, and pets on prescription to encourage children and our elderly folks particularly to walk. If you have a dog, you have to generally take it out and walk. So that's provided on the NHS. So we're just doing some evaluation of these programmes. Quickly moving on for the last couple of minutes, these are called school walking buses. Again, the geography of the UK means that many of our kids travel very short distances to school and are often taken in cars for distances of less than 1 kilometre, which is staggering when you think they could quite easily walk. So these are organised by the Parent Teachers Association. I had the great privilege of being a conductor on one of these children's walking buses. The bus has a driver, which is a lady at the front.
Professor
the children
Sykes,
all wear...
I'm afraid time is
right,
out.
okay.
Yeah.
So, and lastly, I think another initiative in schools is just the way that physical education now has really taken on board this idea of promoting health in our school children, and we now have up to 5 hours a week of physical activity for our school kids. That, we think, is making a huge difference. Free membership for the under-5s at many of our family-type activities. So lots of activities that we're promoting for our children. Be active your way. And lastly, I think just being active is no longer simply an option, whether it's children or adults. It is essential if we are to live healthy and fulfilling lives. But I always like to finish on that slide. It shows how exercise is difficult, and even going to the gym, you go up the escalator to get there. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Sykes. I'm sure there are a lot of questions, so I would urge audience to pass these questions during the break time. Thank you very much.
Okay? No, that's okay.